Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Kali Call of Darkness, episode 10 from season 3. Kali Puya is here. The blood moon has risen. Okay, the blood moon. Now that's something interesting. Episode 10, the Messiah. Okay. I looked at Vimal and Rishi as if they were talking in another language. United by a relationship? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Not a child. Two influential families, one of which consists of men and the other of women, have lived side by side for decades. Did you really think nothing like that had ever happened before? Oh, hell no! So literally, Vimal and our grandmother? Vimal and our grandmother? No rules and prohibitions will prevent boys and girls from falling in love with each other. I looked helplessly at Rishi. He just shook his head. Doesn't power come up with rules for others, but not for themselves? Any rule can be violated if you know how to hide the consequences, son. Rishi winced slightly. Apparently, he wasn't someone who liked to cheat. It's one thing to secretly sleep with each other, but you say we were united? Indira's mother had an affair with our father. Aha! Pali was still unmarried. That's how Indira was born. It was out of wedlock. That's why they try to hide it. Yes, a few years later, our father chose a wife whose family was in the dozen, and Devadas and I were born from that marriage. I have a moral at home with our family tree. I'll invite you to take a look at it sometimes. I assure you you'll like it. So, yes, Devadas and Indira are half siblings. Oh my gosh, stop. I knew it. I felt like that. This is incest. This is incest, people. What have I done to myself? This is incest. This is incest. If our grandmother and him are half siblings, that means our mother and Devadas, and that they were half siblings. The children, that means nephews. People, this is incest. This is incest. Speaking of the union, we mean family, but not a romantic relationship, people. This is incest. Oh my god, people, what have I done to myself? This is incest. Oh my god, this is incest. Well, what? Why? What have I done to myself? Choosing Amrit. This is the rudest way to tell someone that the relationship is not gonna be happening. Oh my god, like they feel attracted to each other. People just, I can't. Why? Who knew that the coming of the Messiah would also depend on it? Vimal is clearly stressed by this. Kiran said he was afraid of the Messiah. Most likely he doesn't want Kali Yuga to come. The man began pacing the spacious hall. This is incest! Neither she nor Yoshana were allowed to marry any of us. Our kinship is too close. Oh! This is incest! This is incest! But you and Amrit aren't immediate relatives, but we're still relatives! This is crazy. Such a serious decision was made just because of one vague prediction. You know very well that Brahims are never wrong, Amala. Oh! In this case, even if it was Ibrahim, there's definitely a mistake. If Amrit and I have common ancestors, my great-grandfather, his grandfather, we aren't really that closely related. So it's not mixed blood. Yes, it is! Rishi looked at his father, wanting to see his reaction. See? Bama just pursed his lips as if he was thinking about something. That's why the members of the dozen are arguing. There are different points of views. We won't know until our Messiah comes. It just so happened that Amrit and I really fell in love. But it was our decision. What would you have done if things went differently? All respect, let's go. It's all about the blood ritual, isn't it? Which bonds people? Yes, I see you already know about it. You joined a very exclusive club. You know about the ritual performed by Indira and Devadas. Oh, right. Wasn't that the one that we learned about when we were in the forest? Where Ratan brought us? Ratan brought us into the forest and said we should just let the whispers in. And we saw a ritual that our mother witnessed, and he was there as well. The same ritual is used when accepting a new member into the sect. They get tied to the Dark Mother for life. They feel her, serve her, worship her. Other Dubais and Basus went through this. They became part of the Kaligar and fulfilled the will of Mahadevi. Indira knew that you would pay a high price for her escape, but the fear of the upcoming Kali Yuga was stronger, and I helped her by trying to prevent it. I want to know the whole story. We want to know the whole thing. Let me start at the beginning. Shock me. When we learned that it was a child of mixed blood who would become the Messiah. Oh! So she doesn't want it to die? Kali doesn't want the child to die of mixed blood. He's gonna become the Messiah. Devadas didn't reverse the decision to unite the families. He believed that the Messiah could both destroy or save us. Indira no longer shared his views, but she remained silent. Oh my god. She wasn't afraid to contradict her half brother and go against the old sect, which was determined to start a new cycle of sacrificial victims. Indira was a strong and defiant woman, and only the fear of another woman could pierce her armor. Like all of us, she was blood-bound to Mahadevi with the help of Kalidasa. The ritual blade. Not only does it bring pain, but also bind souls. Indira knew that whatever she was, the goddess could find her. Oh my god. However, the thought of killing the second-born children at the beginning of Kali Yuga took priority over everything else. I promised Indira that I would help her. We couldn't allow the birth of the Messiah. She gathered her essential belongings, took Yutsina and fled at night. Wow. The Dark Mother was furious, and the endless call of pursuit, Indira drowning out everything around her. That's why she's crazy. She's being kind of punished, I'd say. Punished by the mother because she fled. Anyone who belongs to the goddess will remain her property forever. She, the embodiment of Gaia's darkness times and destruction, was calling her child back. Yeah. 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 See? Oh, I hate Kali. Forever, and the longer Indira ignored the call of darkness, the more it drove her crazy. Our poor grandmother. Yeah. And the more you ignore it, I'd say, the more she's gonna drive you insane. Yeah, the same fate will await you if you stay. You can hear the whispers, right? See the faceless shadows. But Devi always takes what belongs to her. Join the sect, the dozen, and you'll stay here forever. With her. Is that what you want? No. Hearing about the call of darkness will prepare you for the challenges that await you in the future. Rishi suddenly intervened. He looked intently at me, like an adult, from under his brows with a strained expression. He was really scared of something. His green eyes flashed in the candlelight. Leave, Amala. I want to leave, but she's not cracking. Devadas will not disobey his mother. He'll do whatever it takes. I won't be leaving. I want to leave, but there are still things here that need my attention. I need to know who killed my mother and why. Who did you think did it? It was a rhetorical question. You! All of you! Oh! Yeah, of course. Because little. The little bitch just wants to make an entrance. And he always can. Look at his outfit. I'm sorry. But he looks fine. Still, you interrupted in a wrong moment, sir. Well, well. The doors to the hall opened and Amrit entered. My bride is busy making small talk with my uncle and my cousin. Oh, and why are you mad? Amrit, we've been waiting for you for a long time. Are you looking for a mala? We were just talking. Right. Lovely. Oh! Sorry. Amrit came up to me, reaching to grab my hand, but then he stopped himself, took in a deep breath, and asked politely, Amala, come with me, please. I've been looking for you. No. Come on, let's skip the part where I ask you to do something and you get angry about it and bite my head off. Sir, I want to bite your head off so badly. Let's go. This is for work, which means it's not a request. People, I can't. I feel this is incest. Ah. Apparently, Amrit had exhausted his small talk reserve. Without saying another word, he walked toward the garden. He expected me to follow. Path of loyalty, I sighed wearily, rolling my eyes, but went after him. Me. What's the point of arguing? The result will be the same. Yeah, he's just gonna come back. Outside, everything was decorated for the occasion. People were walking around the garden, dancing among the foliage and flowers, glorifying and praising the greatness of Mahadevi Kali. I noticed a tiger's head in the center. I have been surrounded by clues about the truth from the very beginning. Amrit stopped at a place where there were no people. However, the crowd was looking at us and whispered, Are you getting used to it already? To what? Ooh, let's go. Attracting attention. A noble Kshatriya woman can't go unnoticed. Actually, no. I don't believe you. I don't even need to know you to tell there's noble blood in your veins. However, maybe that's not the reason why. It's because of how good looking you are. Thank you, I know. You look like a true noble woman, and people can see that. I know. I love this outfit, so I had to go with that. Let's get to the point, Amrit. He crossed his arms, looking somewhere to the side as if he didn't know where to start. He bit his lip, then slowly turned his gaze back to me. Fine. You don't know that, but I'm protecting you. Constantly. Constantly, you say? You're in a place where any wrong move could cost you a lot. However, I have to warn you in case I, Ratan, or what attaché of yours are not around. You're welcome in the dozen, but there are those who don't share the same sentiment, my Maharani. Not everyone here is your friend. And you say, you are my friend? I can't trust him. I really can't. Because just because of that, they expect us to have a child together. For this for this Messiah to be born. This is so well. The with people who might have ulterior motives, and you don't. Even your motives are a mystery to me. You know that. That though. You know very well what I want. Complete the cycle and keep Bengali in order. I'm not the world's greatest evil, contrary to what you might think. Tell me who exactly I should be wary of. I'm tired of you and Ratan's riddles. Everyone but me. Aha! Nah, this man is toxic. Let me stop. Like, if you say you can't trust anyone but me, you are literally circling me in. I have friends that I trust. Honestly, I trust Lima, Gabriel, and Killian more than you. And that says a lot. Like I said, the fact that you're fine doesn't change a thing. And the fact that this is incest, people, I don't even know what to say anymore. It feels like incest because or great grandmother got married to the great grandfather of Amrit. So we are still family. Even if it's not the imminent family. Everyone but me. Is it clear now? I need time to catch the person who's been trying to get in our way. Those words made me feel uneasy. Something didn't add up. This sounds similar to what Rishi and Lalit said. Not everyone here follows the rules. Kiran mentioned that Vaimal is afraid of the Messiah. At the same time, he's a member of the sect and the Dozen. Could he betray his own people? I shouldn't count on his loyalty. And now that I remember the priest's hand, he wore a silver ring. Why not the family golden one? Devadas was running the sect during those years. Could it have been his hand? It can't be Vimal, can it? He was on good terms with the Basus. It would have made no sense to wipe out those who helped him, who he helped, and who helped him in return. Honestly, I'm putting everything on the Queen Kali right now. What if he got punished just like our grandmother because she fled and he got punished by those insane whispers that drive you insane because he helped? To respect, let's go. Amrit noticed that I was confused, but before he could ask me anything, I spoke up. You're right, there's something going on at the dozen. Right. Well, there's a limit to the Basu's stubbornness after all. You're a smart woman. You're not always difficult after all. You put together all the clues to understand what Amrit is warning you about. Why there's so much conflict in the dozen? It's just an integral component of power. People are at each other's throats for a chance to get to the top. Kindness of Goddess Path? You haven't intimidated them well enough, clearly. Let them know who's in charge so that even the thought of disobedience will terrify them. Are the Dubais losing ground? Is there about to be a vacant seat? Ah, this is funny. This is hilarious. Everything's under control. Right. I don't think so. The contribution of the Basus is essential. Those who knowledge can't keep order without those with power. Well, that's why you're here, my darling. Anyway, I'm going to show no mercy to those who want to harm me. Yeah, I have a goal, and I will achieve it by any means, even if this means destroying those who'll try to get in my way. Your clothes are showing. I like it. Are you kidding me? Independence. I am independent. What can I do? Don't let them sink into your neck, that though. The flirt, your devotion to the goddess has revealed a new side to you. There's a grain of truth to this. It feels like my ideas are becoming more and more radical. Looking at Amrit, I wondered. He and I were both born to rule, to become the heads of our families, to do their bidding. We were destined to be together, but what if our interests didn't concede? What if we wanted different things? Don't scrunch up your forehead that way, my Maharina. You're supposed to be having fun, not frowning. I was just thinking, what happens when the most headstrong man and headstrong woman meet? A cataclysm? Endless conflicts? Yeah, they're just gonna keep on going back and forth. That's what happens. It depends on what kind of feelings there are between this man and woman. You're not good at being subtle, do you know that? I'm not trying to be subtle here. We sometimes piss each other off. I was just thinking about our future. Disagreements don't matter. I want you to be by my side. And you want me by your side. The rest is not important. But there are no buts in love, Amala. That though. It's passionate, strong, so strong that it cannot be hurt by arguments, time, or doubts. It's forever. This is what you need to hold on to when things get challenging. When things get scary, you can lose everything, sure. But you'll never lose me, and I'll never lose you. And that's what's important, that we always have each other. Okay. Like, if you would have stopped with you will always have me, I would have said this is toxic. But this time he made it clear like you have me and I have you. Like we're supposed to be able to like trust each other, to just be by each other's side, to help each other. You know, like you will always have me by your side. You will never be alone. That's actually okay. Okay, Amrit? Make me feel a little safer in this relationship? That rhymed. He replied without his usual smirk in a serious voice, his face calm. He spoke as if he was telling me a self evident truth. Something he really believed in. Amrit has serious feelings for you and is ready to lay the world at your feet. Okay. Okay, Amrit. Made me give you the second doubt? You made me give you the benefit of the doubt. Then could I have your attention, Maharaji? That was great ruler, right? Would you like to dance again? Yes. Music played and people laughed. There was nothing strange about dancing there together. Besides, no one would dare cast a single sidelong glance at a couple made by Kshatriya and Brahim descendant. Here in India, I could do anything. All the paths were open, and the first path I set foot on with those thoughts was this. I put my hands on his man's shoulders, hiding under a luxurious fabric and feeling his strong hands on my waist. Catching my beloved eyes, I admired his cheeky smile. Amrit drew me closer to him, and his seductive aroma of cherries immediately enveloped me. He's smelling like cherries. He's smelling like cherries. What were you talking about for so long with Maimo? What you didn't bother telling me, mixed blood, kinship, rings a bell? He just raised an eyebrow, looking bored. It's so insignificant that it's not even worth mentioning. Honey, I believe this is incest. Really? Yes. Who are we to each other? Half cousin. People, half cousin. Oh! This already sounds like that, you know. Yes, who are we to each other? Half cousin, but uncle. What a tongue twister. That though, I was never capable to like get this straight. I can't do that. Same. I don't even know the word for it. Is that though, Amrit? It was far in the past. In any case, we're only connected spiritually. We don't share the same blood. But Giran looks so much like a Dubai, don't you think? He's a man. There's nothing strange about it. A little drop of her blood must have found a way to get through. Are you kidding me? Then why does everyone think that it's our child of mixed blood that will be the Messiah, since we're not that closely related? Amrit didn't reply anything to this. He kept moving slowly and not looking bothered at all. You thinking? The question didn't puzzle him. I found it strange. Or do you stick to a different version of the prophecy? Only Father knows the full prophecy and the real interpretation. He protects this knowledge and doesn't share it, not even with me. Why doesn't he trust you? Why? Doesn't he trust you? He has his doubts. These are difficult times. Everyone has their own goals and ambitions. Many do things behind each other's backs. One example is your apartment. Someone is targeting Kiran. I noticed that. He needs to be protected. I don't know why or who needs him, but you mustn't let anything happen to him. Perhaps our enemies are more interested in him, not you. But why? Kiran? My brother? Who would need him? Or do they think that he's your descendant, you know? Hold up, stop. Is Kiran the Messiah? Is Kiran the Messiah? They kind of made like this, let's just say this insinuation. We said that Kiran looks a lot like Dubai. Amrit said that it could have been capable that a little bit of his blood, as in his bloodline, came through, and Kiran is a Basu. He is a mixed. He's a mixture of both races, as in of both families. He is mixed blood. And from what Ratan told us, a guy in the Basu family cannot have the visions like we have. We, our mother or grandmother, man in our family don't have that, but he still hears whispers. Is he the Messiah? Is he the Messiah? Oh no, Kiran! Oh no, Kiran! Oh God, please don't tell me that he's the Messiah. Please. I don't want anything to happen to my child. I dug my nails into Amrit's shoulder and he winced slightly. Hush, I will not take my eyes off him while Kali Puja is going on. After all, he's part of the dozen in our family. If someone threatens you, him, Rishi or Lalit, I will obliterate them without a second thought. Okay, Amrit. Amrit. Slay me, sir. Yeah, that. That. Like, she is literally me. I can't say it enough. Like, every single situation, she shares my reaction. Like, same. Like, we don't expect him to actually say those words out loud. And he actually admitted that. Don't look at me like that. Protecting my family, my city, and my job is part of the way I was raised. I have no right to be weak or make any mistakes. But you're still human, honey. I used to be severely punished for that. Therefore, I have to be cruel at times. I reaped the fruits of my father's upbringing as often as I took advantage of my belonging to the Dubai family. Tell me about it. Your childhood. It was not interesting. Tell me about your childhood, honey. What did I say about escaping the city? The teacher has been waiting for you for half an hour. You have to respect your elders, you little brat. I'm sorry, Devadas. Oh, Amrit! Oh my god! Amrit! No, how cute was he as a child? I don't like him. He's always mocking me. You taught me to respect my elders so I don't talk back, but I don't want to attend his classes. And what do you expect to become with no education? A spice merchant? I'm sorry. The teacher said that people like me don't even need to do anything. Useful people work, and useless ones manage them. But don't. Oh, that teacher got spice. The way he said people with education have to work and people with no education don't. That was funny. That was hilarious. Oh my god. Devadas grabbed the boy by the shoulder and shook him roughly. I'm sorry, get your hands off my man. You have to earn your place. Education, responsibility, and hard work. That's what makes you better than others, not your birthright. Only your intelligence will help you hold on to your position. Without it, no one cares about your blood or surname. I know, father, but how can I stand up to a teacher? Oh, Amrit! So what? You're going to quit, remain uneducated? No, I. Oh, honey! Learn to solve your problems yourself. Learn to put people in their place. You're going to lead a family and make difficult decisions every day. Keep whining and you'll lose everything. No one will stand up for you. They all want to see you fail. They don't need your success. He looked at his son with contempt. Amrit was ashamed. Getting scolded first by the teacher, then by his father. Why would they finally listen to him? Go to your room and get ready for punishment. I am weak! The anger bubbling inside him was about to burst. The boy grinned. Whip me. I won't cry. And I won't cry either when I put a pencil in his eye, since I can do anything. Do that, but you should be ready to face the consequences. Always remember you're responsible for all your actions. And remember that what you do today will also affect your future family. His father was displeased, but Amrit was not yet aware that his teacher was going to be kicked out of the Dubai's estate in disgrace at the same evening. Devadas protected his family in his own way. This was also one of the lessons that the young master had to learn. Oh, wow. What the hell, Lalit? What were you doing outside so late? Thank the goddess that it was Shaka who caught you and brought you back. Wow, Amrit. I'm sorry, but the way he the way he was dressed, sir. I'm ready for the wedding. I'm not ready to get married. He's what, 30? Ooh! This is an excuse to run away. What would you do out there alone? Everything has already been decided and nothing can be done about it. Think about it as a chance to get some freedom. Miss Sharma is very much in love with you. Mr. Sharma, sorry. You will worship the ground you walk on. Besides, he knows what awaits him if he doesn't. Ooh, Amrit! I'm done for Amrit. The maid heard me packing up and leaving the room. That's money's gone. She'll talk. There's no turning back. Calm down. I'll take the blame. I'll make something up. I'll tell them it was my idea, that I asked you to take the money. But you will be severely punished. Not as bad as you would. Ooh! Don't worry about it. The wedding has to take place. Go back to your bedroom. Wow, Amrit. Amrit. Ooh. Okay, I gained some respect for Amrit. Amrit, can you completely make me fall in love again? As he talked about his past, Amrit performed every dance move flawlessly, as if he'd done it 1,000 times before. I can say that my way to care for people is traditional. It's rather peculiar. The tiger guards the forest, and the forest protects the tiger. Right. Amrit confided in you. Yashvi came out into the garden holding a golden cup. Having seen a similar one in Vimal's hands, I guess there was wine in it, and she was carrying it to someone. Wasn't that a kind of goblet that Amrit drank from during that performance with Yashvi? My guess was confirmed when Yashvi fixed her gaze on Amrit. Mr. Du Amala. Hello, how's it going? She noticed that we were standing together, quite close to each other. She knows I'm with him. She knows it's over between them. She knows that, as a Devadasi, she mustn't fall in love. And still bring some wine. The jealousy. I guess it's time to clear the air. I showed her who was in charge. Honestly, I feel bad for her, but he's mine, girl. While I was making up my mind, Amrit noticed the Devadasi and said hello. Have you taken care of all the arrangements? Yes, sir. Now we just wait for the right day. Amrit wanted to answer her something, but I cupped his chin in my hand and turned him sharply toward me. You are you are mine. Don't you see that I'm jealous here? You know, and you keep on doing this. I'm also looking forward to the right phase of the moon. We'll put all our energy into pleasing the goddess. Ah, this is so funny. This is hilarious. Technically, right now, she's marking her territory. She's like, Amrit is mine. You don't touch him. Clinging closer to Amrit, I almost touched him with my lips, but he stopped me and gave me a smug look, whispering, I know what you're doing, you little vixen. Me, I'm innocent! Really? Well, I'd be lying if I said I was ashamed. Amrit didn't scold me. Instead, he put his hand on my waist again and said defiantly, and show me what you're going to do next. He actually blushed. I wish you a wonderful first day of Booyah, my future husband! Oh god. Yeah, come on. Dear future husband, here's a few things you need to know if you wanna be my one and only all my life. Sorry. That's funny. May the goddess be merciful to you. I kissed him in front of everyone. Let's go. Our kiss was brief, merely a peck on the lips, but it was enough to attract everyone's attention. Yes, girl, Mayan. Amrit glanced at Yashvi, watching her reaction. Is that what you wanted, Amala? Yes. I mean, I didn't want to hurt her. I really didn't. If I have a boyfriend, you have to accept that he's my boyfriend. You can't keep on making all these subtle moves towards him when you know that you actually shouldn't. The Devadasi couldn't look and hastily returned to the temple. People started whispering. They broke that poor woman's heart and drew attention to us. Sometimes I can be cruel. And who are they to judge? That. Amrit liked that Yashvi won't bother him anymore. Yes. I still feel bad for her though. Like, your hard ones with the hard ones with the hard ones. With that, I turned around and left the temple garden. Amrit is right to some extent. I was a little cruel. One day, I might not recognize myself at all. Meanwhile, having come downtown, Killian, Lima, and Gabriel let Kiran go have a look around. They stayed nearby to admire decorations and try new dishes. Today I want to... You know what? Have some fun. You want to have some fun, okay? If this is the most long-awaited festival of the year, I can imagine how much fun it will be. I hope they'll dance. He was supposed to meet the young representative of the dozen near the river. A few minutes later, Kiran noticed Yaya, Lalit, and Rishi walking toward him. Oh, this is all day. The city's even brighter than during Durga Puja. Of course they have been preparing for this festival for almost a year. You didn't know? Calcutta is translated as the place of Kali. Wow! God, I'm tired of explaining everything to you. Oh, my apologies. Stop it, he's new here. Okay, Rishi. He's. That though. Oh my god, I cannot with this game. He stood up for me. Oh, what a miracle. Rishi has gone soft. How long have I been asleep? Stop being sarcastic. Kiran, I thought you were going to be with Amala. I saw her an hour ago. I'm meeting her soon. Keep an eye on your sister and keep your ears open. Rishi looked at his watch. I have to go. Dad won't like it if I'm late. Yeah, are you coming with me? No, I want to take a walk. Okay, we'll talk later. Rishi headed toward the Kaligat. Kiran frowned. Once again, he was faced with a question. Yeah, what's going on between you and Rishi? Have you taken a fancy to her? Oh, what a pity. Stop it, Lalit. Nothing is settled yet. What are you talking about? Hold up, she's young. Not another kind of arranged marriage. She's 15. They are currently in talks to get us married. It could bring the Dubais and the Brarjis closer. Wait, did Mrs. Chauhan say that they only have one son and he's taken? She was talking about the main heir, Kiran. Amrit was supposedly engaged to Amala, that's why she said that. And what has changed? I don't know, but Rishi's previous engagement was cancelled for some reason, so the question came up. There's definitely something going on in the Southern of theirs. Don't worry about your sister, Basu. She was promised to Amrit and she still is. Kiran learned new useful information. You don't know her, Lalit. If Mala doesn't want to, no sort of universal force will make her marry your cousin, that though. You're right. Enough talking. It's time to grab a bite and celebrate Kali Puja properly. May the goddess be merciful to you. Okay, yeah. Y'all moved on. Okay, yeah. I'm living. Sometime later, I went out into the square and it was as if I turned the clock back at a month. Bright colors, dancing girls, and an atmosphere of joy and celebration. I wish I could enjoy it, but the need to solve my issue spoiled everything. An itchy feeling between my shoulder blades, as if someone was looking at me intently, pulled me out of my thoughts. I turned around, puzzled, but didn't see anyone beside the bustling crowd. Suddenly someone grabbed my shoulder. Ratan? Oh! Noble lady, may the goddess be merciful to you. Look how beautiful you are. You scared me. Who are you? I think we've met before. I ignored her hand on my arm. Of course. I make myself useful at every puja. Look at that. We bought things from her, right? Before we went into the square and saw the Devadasi dancing. She pointed to the countless jaws and mortars with crushed herbs and berries. Would you like me to put festive makeup on you? Beautiful and cheap. Which chakra do you want to actuate? Chakra? I know what chakra is. I heard it before in Avatar. Chakra of power. Honestly, here she looks like she's possessed. You know what? But I like the red. I mean, it's not completely red, but it suits the look. Power is just what I need right now. Then may Mahadevi grant it to you. It can be hard to be a woman in a country. Especially when people complicate things. You're lucky to have been born so pretty. How does your husband let you walk around alone? Merchant! Girl! Her expression changed suddenly and she lowered her gaze meekly, hastily stepped aside. I turned around. Ratan! I wanted to see him so badly. Look at his outfit. Oh my god. Amal, are you here? Ratan? Are you feeling better? He touched my shoulder gently, leading me a little further away from the crowd so that no one pushed me accidentally. I've been looking for you. Is the celebration going well? It's loud. I haven't had time to do any practice yet. Maybe I need to buy something as a sacrifice to Mahadevi Kali, like last time? Flowers or... Think bigger. This time there will be more serious sacrifices than animals. The end of the cycle, I remember. The last two sacrifices. And who will they be? Me and Amrit. Let me stop. The innocent and the guilt. The innocent and the guilt, they said. I don't know who the Dubais have chosen. Why do I keep on thinking about Kiran? They keep on calling him, I mean, they don't actually call him innocent, but they keep on saying that, and things have been stolen from him. Uh, I don't know who the Dubais have chosen. The Dubais? Everything revolves around them. Without the pursuits, they go crazy and forget where their family came from, and about the wisdom they should carry. You used to keep them at bay. Same goes for you. Without advice, you become oppressive rather than wise rulers. One is inseparable from the other. I'm very interested to see which side Giran will be drawn to. I'm worried about him. Giran is sick. He's haunted by voices. I took him to the puya with me because he was alone. Because when he's alone, he feels awful. Maybe he inherited an affinity for the otherworldly from the Dubais, if we're related by blood. Impossible. You could feel something similar in Klibagrami, as that place is energically heavy even for ordinary people. But in Calcutta, this probably is close to zero. There is little Brahmin blood in here. Keep an eye on him. Ratan raised his dark eyes to the sky, thinking about something. It's going to rain soon. Black sky on the first new moon. That's bad. How do you know? I can feel the storm in the air. I need to join the other Puyaris. Go find some cover. Your friends must be looking for you. Go to a restaurant together. They serve great meals during Puyas. Ratan, but I want you to come with me. I want to have him around. Stay close to them today. I have a terrible feeling about this. Ratan, tell me something. Is it possible that you are psychic somehow? Something changed, and it does not bode well. Ratan gave me a farewell smile, as he usually did, and turning around walked to the Kaligat. We'd agreed on a meeting place, but I had no idea where Kiran would take us. Make yourself comfortable, Yaya. Yaya recommended this place. Actually, it was Lali's family who set this place up. Then the dozen became frequent visitors. Oh, Killian! Stop being so fine! That explains why the staff looked at us like that. Yes, they're not used to seeing new faces in the private area. It doesn't concern them. Actually, it does. I don't really understand what you're all doing here either. What a charming young lady. I remember you. I remember you too. Lalit! Silence. That's enough. Stop, both of you. This is not a good time to bicker. I wonder what my cousin would think about it. Nothing. Are you going to cry running to... Yeah, that though. Are you going to run crying to him? Or maybe you should act like a grown-up and welcome your guests. You want him to take the beating for you again, girl? Yaya was sitting next to Kiran, occasionally exchanging glances with him and smiling at him in a special way. Is there something going on between those two? God, I didn't notice. I need to talk to him. My brother seems to be in love. For the next hour we ate and talked about variety of topics. It was a delicious festive meal that consisted exclusively of traditional Indian dishes. When we finished eating, we left the restaurant, planning to go for a walk. We got to the temple again to watch the performance that the Pujaris and the Devadasis were about to give. Bright light smile, colorful paddles, all this was supposed to lift my spirits. I felt someone staring at me. Again? I turned around, everyone seemed busy with their own affairs, just like the previous times. Killian and Lima walked a little forward. Engrossed in conversation, I fell behind staring at the beautiful decorations. And when I turned my head... Sana! I froze, unsure whether I should believe my eyes or not. Was she really standing in front of me in the crowd? Sana? She was wearing white as appropriate for a white widow, just like in my dream. Miss, you've changed so much. You saved Sana at her wedding. She will never forget it. Is it really you? I approached the young woman, wanting to get a better look at her. Being away from home and wandering had left a mark on her. She seemed to have aged even in this short time. Her hair poked out from under her scarf, having already grown back after being cut off during her initiation. There was something eerie about her, something you can only see in the eyes of a person who's been through horrible things. A faded spark leaving behind a pale, lackluster look. I could see it right away. People like those usually stood out in a crowd. I'm glad I could find you. Are you no longer staying with Mrs. Chauhan? No, I don't trust anyone anymore. A wise decision. When the blood moon rises, some forget about their humanity and blindly obey the call. It brings out the worst and most sinful part of us so that we can face our own darkness and fight it. Just like Mahadevi once fought against evil. It's up to us to decide who wins that fight. Where have you been all this time? Many places. Varanasi, Mumbai. But with Kali Puja approaching, I returned to Calcutta to help you. Sana, Sana. Why? Why? Why, Sana? Why? She pulled out a bundle from under her white sari. She opened it a little so that I could see its contents. Not a ritual dagger. Did you steal that? Oh, a ritual dagger. I remember it. It was used to kill Manu, right? Exactly, miss. You're very observant. It's not an ordinary knife. In my vision, I saw Kalidasa and this. They're twin daggers, you're right. You inspected the murder scene at the wedding and recognized the dagger immediately. I stole it before I got cast away. I thought I could sell it at a difficult moment and feed myself, but when I took a closer look at it, I saw the resemblance to Kalidasa. This is its younger blade, which are used by those who aren't heirs. It's not that simple, take it. What? Me? I've heard about who you are, and I heard that the name that had been once struck out has returned to the dozen. The blood moon spares no one. You'll need it, Miss Basu. The young woman handed me the bundle. I'll take it. Thank you very much. I need all the help I can get. I know, that's why I'm here. You saved me then. Anything is better than agonizing death by fire. Taking the dagger, I hid it safely. It was surprisingly warm to touch, probably from all the blood it had shed. You accepted the ritual dagger. You'll have an opportunity to use it. Oh my god, we're gonna have to use it. I will be glad to know that I saved you from something bad. How are you doing? What's your life like? Widows have it hard. I don't have a job, and everyone shuns me as if it were me who killed my husband. Listen, when this is all over, find me, okay? I'll help you. You saved my life. What else can you do? I want you to be well. You warned me, putting your life at risk. Let me thank you properly. You'll have a chance to help Sana in the future. Let's go. Thank you. I'll find you after the blood moon. Sana smiled at me before disappearing into the crowd. My poor Sana. My poor baby. The overcast sky turned pink and purple. We heard loud music and cheers coming from the square in front of the temple. Shall we go? I think it's about to begin. I've seen these dances many times, but every year they had new moves. Fine. Give me a minute to catch my breath. I have to endure this much crowd and not go crazy. It takes effort. Stop grumbling. I looked at the people around us to choose the best way to get to Kalighat. Huh? I noticed the maid standing in an alley staring at me. She beaked at me with a gesture. She's watching me so intently. What does she want? I'll be right back. Where are you going? I won't be a moment. Go ahead with Ami. Kiran, don't get lost, okay? I'll try. Poor Kiran. I slipped into the alley where Madhu was waiting for me. What is it? Mr. Dubai sir wants to see you. Come with me. Who, Devatas? Now? Yes, he doesn't like waiting. I'm not going anywhere to him. The maid went around the corner, beckoning me to follow her. Come on, let's go. No one should see you. This concerns only the higher members of the dozen. This is really weird, and I don't like it. It's better to prepare for the worst. I clutched my house key in my fist so that I could defend myself if needed. I sincerely hoped that it wouldn't come to that, but who knew? They said the higher ones. What about our brother? He makes part of that. A moment later, I heard the crunching of gravel behind my back. My heart skipped a beat. I didn't even have the time to turn around when someone roughly grabbed me from behind. They pressed a rag that smelled of chemicals to my face, an already familiar smell. I held my breath and started struggling to get away. Madhu jumped up to me to calm me down. At that moment, I swung and smacked her right in the face with the edge of the key. There was a crunch and a strangled cry of pain. Thanks to AMRIT's warning, you were ready and broke the mate's nose. This will affect the blood. That's so funny. A gruff male voice told her to shut up. She whimpered helplessly, putting her hand to her face. It instantly turned red. Serves you right. Yeah. I couldn't go long without air, no matter how hard I tried. At some point, I gave up and started taking deep breaths against my will. Soon after, everything became blurry. Oh, God. The last thing I could do was stealthily remove my earring. I pretended to keep twitching and struggling. I deftly grabbed my jewelry, removing it from my ear. It was getting harder and harder to move. I knew I couldn't get away. My arms were growing weak and stopped obeying me. Falling limply along my body, I loosened my grip. The earring fell soundlessly to the ground. This earring will help find you. Nice. We're being kidnapped. Please, please don't let anyone steal it. Let it be found. As soon as I lost consciousness, someone picked me up and carried me away from the alley. I hate this! An hour later, Kiran was nervously biting his nails, completely oblivious to the performance. He alerted Lima and Killian as soon as he felt something was wrong. Amala had been gone for half an hour. Killian ordered him to stay in the square, and he and Lima had gone to look for Amala in the nearest streets. You shouldn't be so worried. Are you sure anything bad happened? Judging by Mr. Dubai's stories, your sister likes to wander. Girl! Maybe she got distracted by something? No, she's been gone too long. I probably should go look for her myself. But your friends asked us to stay here. I can't just stand here, don't you understand? I have a bad feeling about this. To hell with it. I'm going to look for her. Kiran? Kiran an icon? As soon as he said that, Killian and Lima came up to him, looking much more worried than half an hour earlier. Have you found her? Have you seen her? No, we've looked everywhere. She's neither in the temple nor in the streets. I don't think she went home without you. What the hell? What could have happened to her? She disappeared right in the middle of the festival. What the fuck? That though, Killian! Kiran felt a surge of panic driving him crazy. What's the matter? Ratan! Finally, my child! Oh! The entire crew is assembling. Oh, I am living! Who disappeared? Amrit! Killian and Lima threw annoyed looks at that though, who appeared next to them. They didn't want to get distracted by him. However, Kiran didn't give a damn about their personal feuds. That though. Dubai and Vaish had come to pick up Amala for a performance in honor of the Booyah. He answered honestly. She's not here. She's gone. Amrit. Ratan! Oh my god, I am so living. Oh hell no. We're in the Dubai estate because I remember this room from or visions, like when we saw the past of our mother. I woke up with a terrible headache. My temples were throbbing as if I had been hit with a blunt object. My lungs burned with every breath. I felt horrible. Forcing my eyes open, I realized I had no idea where I was. I only knew one thing. It was night, and I wasn't in my room. Oh no! I shot upright in bed and immediately regretted it. My head started hurting even more. Ignoring weakness and nausea, I looked around. The room seemed awfully familiar. This isn't the Dubai's place. Where am I? Gilding, high ceilings, expensive furniture. This is the house of a rich family, but neither the Chauhans nor the Dubais. But I could have sworn I'd seen it before. Oh, hold up. Is this where. Was that our house? I couldn't get up. I leaned back to the couch, trying to scrape together at least some remnants of energy. I need to hide somewhere. I need to buy time. Wherever I am, this is bad news for me. Madhu's actually betraying everyone, and this person is tasked with accompanying the young women of the dozen and my brother. I suddenly felt cold with dread. Wait, if she's always with them, is Kiran in danger too? God, I need to get back to him. Sitting up again, I squeezed my eyes shut. Everything around me was swimming. When I opened my eyes, I saw a dimly lit mural. I took a closer look. This is ridiculous! Dubai, Sharma, Basu, Rai, Thakur, all linked, but only two families were highlighted with color. A thin line went from Radha Basu to Raya Dubai, ending with Indira Basu. This is the family tree of the Dubais and the Basus. Oh no, I know where I am. This is actually ridiculous. Like, we actually have been kidnapped. Let me murder Madhu real quick. Anyways, nah. Next episode is probably gonna be epic. Because I don't know where we are. If we're not in the Dubai estate, I don't. Honestly, I have no idea where we could possibly be. But yeah, this episode was insane. They are gonna join forces to find us. I just feel it. And let's see if Amrit is gonna start a riot because he was so pissed, just like Ratan. I'm intrigued to know what the next episode is gonna be like. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me in the comments below what you think was best, and I will see you in another video. Bye!